How you doing today, guys? This is Alex, DIY Alex, on another episode of MTV Alex. And on the previous video, if you've been following my channel, you realize, or you know by now, that I bought a Polygon bike, a Siskiu T7. Siskiu T7 came on a box. Check the video description. I mean, on the card, you can find a video in there. And this video is just a little bit of a review of what I think about this bike so far, what I like, what I dislike about this bike. It rained a couple of days ago, although it seems like we have hero dirt right here. That's the first time doing a video with the GoPro with the chest attachment, so hopefully it's angled correctly. And stay tuned to see how this review goes. Not all the reviews, not the reviews, all these specs on this bike is on my unboxing video. Make sure you watch that video as well. And I don't remember the correct specs, but I think I got a Shimano SLX M7100 or something like that. 12 speed, 11 to 51 tooth cassette on the back. It's a 29er. I got a rock chalk, I don't know exactly the name of it, on the front with 140 millimeters of travel with through axle, not quick release, so you actually need the Allen head key to take it off. Right there, I don't know if you can see it, but this 12-speed cassette is just wonderful. Now on the back I have also a rock chalk, I think it's a Debonair. I don't remember exactly how many millimeters of travel. Now bear with me, it might get a little noisy over here because I'm on the highway almost, so give me a second. Okay, fork Rechock Revelation RC Solo Air Boost, 140 millimeters of travel, rear chock, Rock Shock Deluxe RT, Debonair special tuning, handlebar 780 millimeters, everything Entity branded mostly. Crankset, 32 tooth, 175 millimeters. It's a large frame, bottom bracket BSA threaded, cassette Shimano SLX CS M7100 12 speed with a 10 to 51 tooth Hyperglide. Rear derailleur Shimano SLX RD M7100 12 speed. Shifting lever Shimano SLX SL M7100 M7100 12 speed. Brake system hydraulic Dissector HD M745 4 piston with 100 millimeters on the front and the back. Tires, they're MTB branded. The wheels, they're Entity branded, double wall. The Wheelset, okay, with a 25 millimeters inner width tubeless ready, and it weighs 13.6 kilogram, which I believe it was like 29.98 pounds. So without more further ado, let's keep going with this review, which I'm gonna start talking about once I get to the actual trail, so I can give you like a little more better feedback on what I'm feeling and everything. And just give me a minute. All right, now to the real review. Now, I just told you all these specs on this bike. Again, you can find the other video where I put it together, unboxed it, set it up. Now, for out of the box, all I had to do really was put in the handlebar and the front wheel. The fork was already centered. I didn't have to worry about that. So that was a great job from Polygon doing this. When I got it, it was gonna take about 2 weeks to get home, but it took about 6 days from order date to shipment. Now again, this is a Siskiu, Polygon Siskiu T8, and it comes with a bell, and it's the T8. It's basically the same thing as the T7, except this is like almost $500 more. But the reason I went with this one is because this is completely black. It has a few stickers with the brand and everything, and I thought they were orange, but they're not. They're actually some kind of gold or rose gold, something like that. I'm not a big fan, but something that can be fixed really easy. Now, I thought it didn't come with the pedals, but it did, and I had already ordered some race face Chesters, orange, because I want to make a theme, an orange accent theme, but that's not gonna work anymore because I named my bike the Crow, El Cuervo. So I'm gonna just motor it, make it all black. Now, adjustments out of the box. I did have to play a little bit with the shifting, but nothing major, and it's now shifting like a champ. This thing, I really love it. The front suspension is amazing. This thing feels like you're in a cloud. You go through the roots like nothing. Shapes amazing, even under pressure on this little climb. And not that bad. Now, rear suspension is, I need to get it straight with enough air, because I don't have a shock pump yet. I'm getting one in the mail tomorrow because I just ordered it on Amazon. And this thing has a maximum PSI of 325. And I do have 2 compressors at home, but they're 150s. Now I was reading on the manual for this rear shock, and it's supposedly 1-to-1. So basically, for every pound on your body weight, you're gonna put in 1 PSI. So I'm nowhere near the 150 pounds, so that's why I need the shock pump so I can pump it up correctly. Although it does feel really nice, but when I do finish riding, the marker is all the way is bottomed out. I tried to set the sag on this, but because of the same thing, I'm at the 40% sag, and I want to have it up 25 to 30. Front is good. Front is where I want it to be, and these things feels again like you're riding a cloud. Now, will I recommend you this bike? I'm a firm believer of budget-friendly bikes, and this was just a little bit of out of my comfort zone. But as I progressed as a rider, I needed something more, a little more capable right out of the box, and this just met my criteria. Now this with tax and everything was just under $2,400. It was listed for $2,199, although I checked today and now it's $2,149, so it's $50 cheaper than when I bought it. Now, if you really can't afford this bike, but you're like something like this, the T7 is another great option. Thank you. Now there's some lower levels like the D7, which is also really great, but I went for the looks also, and this bike I just fell in love with. Now there's only one thing I don't like about this bike. Let me do that little climb. Oh, that was good. Easy, very easy. Now, the only one thing I don't like about this bike so far, and the more I see it, that's probably it, it's gonna be the cranks. This is a large frame, so large and extra large comes with the only option of 175 millimeter crank arms. Small and medium comes with 170. Now this model also comes in a 27.5. This is a 29er. Now on the previous bike that I had, it had the 175 millimeter crank arms, and every time I was hitting the floor, and you can tell right here I have mud as well as on the other side, because sometimes this area right here is a little high and you just pedal it, and it takes you off balance as well. So that's probably gonna be my only upgrade I'm gonna do Gonna switch those back to some 170mm crank arms, because those, they don't work for me. I wish they give you the options to pick whether either or, but they don't with the large and extra large frames. Like I said, not a big deal, because there's a really easy fix, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna replace those and get rid of that problem. But other than that, what do you guys think? I really love this bike. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up. If you think somebody else might like it, go ahead and share. Don't forget to subscribe. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you for trailing with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.